cars behind her. Sean Corr, one of those that just missed getting involved.
Dylan Lupton as well in the 82 car.
And look at all the cars way back behind him that were able.
Savacci on the left. Craig definitely jumped to the inside to block the line, and Savacci goes flying. Oh, as the right.
And Baptista with problems again, bouncing over these high curbs here in Christchurch and falling foul to them onto the grass and into the barriers, breaking the suspension. And on board with PK, and yep, PK I think hit by the number 4, Theo. Here's what happened to Owen. Looked like he missed a gear, stuck a gear, and then, yeah, like Markeloff got onto the rumble strip.
You keep him behind me, keep him behind you. One to go.
The white flag is out.
They're going to
Sauter
crash.
with a big run. They're crashing. Christopher Bell upside down. And climb out.
Very fortunate that these trucks are as safe as they are. Look at this truck just get out of control. Probably about the fastest part of this speedway, Phil, right out of the tri-oval.
It just starts tumbling.
That young man with his dirt racing background, I'm sure he's had many barrel rolls in his career, but none like that.
And Michael, I know you've been upside down. I've been upside down like that. The flipping's not that bad, but it's the line. Wanted to be on pit road when the caution flag comes out. Look here, we're going to have an accident like we were talking about.
It's the 18 of Cody Coughlin, and the 23 collects Christopher Bell.
It happens all the time when you do that. Sauter can't let off. That caused a big crash. Look at Infinger. Oh, there it is.
Infinger around, Cameron Haley around, Ben Kennedy.
They got this. 4
Huge crash in turn 3 at Daytona with 8 to go.
I didn't see any way they could continue to run like that.
Look at Terrio, tore all to pieces.
That was DiBenedetto first into the outside wall.
Well, he got a double whammy.
Busher.
Anytime you see the rear tires lift up off of a car as it makes impact, you know that's a huge hit.
What I don't like about that is that
Inside toward the back of that group.
Wow.
Around goes Brian Scott.
Boy, that didn't take much at all. We saw Michael McDowell drop down to the inside, actually trying to help out Brian Scott, and it just brought that car around in a hurry. We'll talk about getting a run.
whoa, baby.
Bush to block, down to the bottom, up to the top. Bush to block.
No.
Blocking. Yeah. Trash heap.
No, we're enough. Grass at 2.
What a mess.
Got the 31 car coming up on the 40, the 83. Somehow that 40 checks up.
Ooh, yeah. Michael got into the 82 there. Michael got into the back of Newman in the 31, but I'm not sure exactly what all took place there.
Yeah, I'd like to maybe go back a little further because the 40 of, but as he gets off the corner, it just comes around on him.
We've seen that several times today. You start to make a rough move like that off 4, you spin out.
That looked almost just like Chase Elliott.
Exactly.
His teammate.
Well, you know, we've documented
earlier how hot the 3rd and 4th turn is because the sun beams down on that end of the speedway. Then we got a little tailwind off of turn 4. We've seen a number of cars get loose.
Watch this as he gets to the tri-oval grass.
Bam,
and that blade just digs in.
Yep. Just rips the nose right off the car. Here you go. Boom.
Oh. Not sure if there was any damage to the front of Carl Edwards, number 19.
Can he hang in there into the brake zone? That Bimmer World is really strong. This area of the racetrack. Gilsinger looks for it. James Clay takes it away. As we see the battle up front. Oh, there's contact!
Yeah, LaRue and Kaufman
tough and getting the worst of it, getting in.
But had to use a little bit more racetrack to do it. See, they've already made a little bit of contact. You see Dylan, somehow he's going to avoid that. He was right sack in the middle of that in the 82 car.
Movement of these cars down the back straight. We see Danica in the 10 right there. There she goes down on the inside. That car really got light. The wheels come off the ground. Roof lid.
Wow.
Push it back down.
That is turf management at its worst right there.
5 car, and it starts getting the 5 loose and getting side to side, and eventually it just turns them right into the outside into A.J. Allmendinger, unfortunately.
Top of Bobby.
Look way on the right side of your screen.
Oh, yeah, he just goes around.
Yeah, Stenhouse, the car started having a little bit of an issue, and then you saw it just clip the apron, and around it went.
Here's what Brian Vickers had to say.
More speed. Car's handling good. 22 just get the brakes coming out of the corner.
And the 19 of Daniel Suarez, the top 5 off pit road. We reset the running order when we come back. Who's that guy? Is that 88?
Yeah, Chase Elliott. 170, 75 miles an hour.
And he has no idea what's getting ready to happen. So Mike was just a victim of circumstance there down into turn 1. Right about here, if he says, okay, now if I just crank this baby to the left real hard,
you can see the tires still pointed to the right.
So Derek White that brought out the caution, already yellow flag number 3.
Yeah, and that's got the looks of a tire going down. I'm sure from the wreck or something there was some.
Back on the outside, and they touched, but I think the 13 drove the 2 up into the 19.
Yeah,
that's what it looked like.
I think that the 2 and the 19 started making contact, and the 2 started checking up a little bit, and the 13 had nowhere to go but in the back of them. And like I said, nobody's checking up right now.
For the win.
Wow.
Whoa! No, that's it.
They're wrecking behind you.
It's all at the back. We may make it to the checkered flag. The wreck is at the tail end.
They're 2 by 2. You're clear by 2.
Leaders on the back straight.
Markelov blamed, given a drive-through just before this incident with DePero of Piquet coming together with Markelov, his teammate, and that was the worst possible scenario.
Oh, tough Bluey. Gary Densham goes 4:05 and he doesn't have a parachute out. Gary Densham is going hot into the sand. Oh, and into the catch net at the top end of the racetrack. Jim Campbell blows up about 300 feet. Gary Densham runs a nice 4:05 at 307.
Alors on va revoir. Large.
Il est trop large, il est trop large. Et voilà.
Ouf. Oh. Et ça, c'est...
Kinen qui est en train de remonter, vous voyez l'attaque d'Olivier Panis, la toute petite hachette.
Franck, quel dommage.
La moto à la limite de la chute, il met son pied, vous avez vu, c'est comme
la chute de Vivien Gonnet. Ce qui s'est passé là, au tout début de course, c'est ce que vous disiez, François.
Le talus trop large, trop loin, on prend la neige et on est brutalement arrêté, on tape.
Here, but the thing, Ralph. Oh, down goes Smith.
Oh! Down goes one of the bikes in that first corner, and it's not Cooper Webb, I don't believe, but it looks like it might have been his team, and there goes another one of his teammates.
Oh, but that is another mistake by the low. Here we go. And Andreas wasn't expecting that either. Mikkelsen actually coming to a full... Oh! Well, I would hazard a guess that could be the young Frenchman's biggest accident of his... Oh, and that's another error for Mikkelsen. It's become...
Two corners. Then another incident between Patak and Beret. Back to the racing at the restart, and Norris gets away well again. On Monroe. Comes off worse when they come together. Markelov spun round, damage to the car, and likewise to the front.
Went on, maybe he could see that smoke, and you could see he started lifting much earlier than cars around him, trying to anticipate it and get out of the way, and I think he did a great job for the most part missing it. I think might be a little bit of damage on the right side.
Yeah, I think we just kind of...
Trouble, car up into the wall. Steve Kinzer is upside down and flipping wildly behind him. Austin McCarl. Two cars upsway with the main event. Trouble on the front stretch. Darren Pittman into the wall.